This is TLS, the Lola Show.
Lagos, Nigeria. It's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos, and we're glad to be on the program again this evening. It's your favorite and Sunday tonic program, the Lola Show, coming to you live from the studio of Mitv here in Alausa Secretariat Ikeja. Taye Akipelu is my name. You know how we do it every week. On my right, I have Fumi Misa. Fumi Bao.
Fine.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I kind of like your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Taye.
You look more like an Uibo Nigeria.
Oh, if you say so.
Okay, on my far left, I have Ganiya Olajumoke Otu. Good evening, Jerry.
Good evening.
Nice outfit you've got there.
Thank you. I love your attire too.
This is Egba.
Yes, so
we have two Egba people, Egbarians on the set today. One, okay, let me start with you. Baisi.
Bawa.
All right. Now we have an Egba chief. Men looking at him, you can easily know that he is an Egba chief. We have, because of his outfit, let me start this way. Chief Akintunji Eyitayo Fatunke, right here on the Lola Show. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Taikins. Good evening, Nigeria. And it's always a pleasure to be the Okonlomo, the Okonlahons, amidst a bevy of ladies.
All right, Baisi.
Bawa.
Okay.
Bawa.
Ibi tí ẹ ti ń bọ̀ lẹ́ni náà.
Abba. Ní gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú, bó ṣe ń lọ sókè, bó ṣe ń lọ sódò, gbogbo ẹ̀ bá lè gún régé, ibẹ̀ la ti ń bá bọ̀. Olúwa ṣeun. All
right, the hot gist on the Lola Show this evening is operating a joint account with your spouse. Is it something you would want to do, or have you done it and it came out negatively? What's your take? This is what we want to look at on the Lola Show. Operating a joint account with your spouse. Is it good or bad? I'm going to start with our guest this evening, Mr. Akinfatunke. Yes, what's your take? Operating a joint account with one's spouse. Is it a good thing, sir?
Thank you very much, Taikins. As I try to climb to become a chief, hopefully I'll become a chief very soon.
Yeah, because your outfit is like a chief.
A philosopher came out boldly and said, nothing is good or bad. Thinking, application,
mindset
makes it so.
Okay.
It's difficult for me as a man, and I'm being very practical now, to say it's good
or bad.
It is not good. Depending on the mindset and the objective of the people operating it.
Okay.
Very
of
much.
The people operating it.
Yes, very much like the Nigerian Constitution. The Constitution, yeah, it may be wrapped, it may be here, it may be two people. What if you are married to a gay or a lesbian? And you have to, I mean, at the end of the day, it is the structure that really matters. Yes. And joint account, when you say joint account, means a particular account for a purpose whereby husband and wife signs into, not necessarily my salary, your salary. It could be the fact that we are having a child. Yes, we are having a child.
All right, sir.
And then what makes my fellow men out there know that those secret accounts that you are the only signatory is not ending up in what accountants call unclaimed dividends, or the fact that it is lost forever. In Yoruba language, they say the person that is going to wash you as a dead person, you don't begin to hide from such person.
Proverb. That's an English proverb, so maybe you should say it in Yoruba.
Well, oku.
Ẹni tó bá máa sin ni ò kì í farapamọ́ fún.
Ẹni tó bá máa sin ni a kì í farapamọ́ fún. So, meaning that the person that will wash you, take care of you, will look after your legacy. So what is the point? There might be reasons why you want to do that, especially if you have a spouse that will have a vision of wanting to go and do tummy talk and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So it becomes neither here or there.
Okay, Mr. Fatunke, please hold your breath. For me, what's your take on this? Operating and joint account.
In fact, oh my God, no, I can't. I don't like it. Why? I don't like it because I've seen a lot of people, especially some that has if you prudent spender, if you like spending, and you know, you have somebody who doesn't like to spend money, you are joining an account together that I can't even spend, and you are spending more than no, I can't do it. You see, he said something which I want to buttress on. He said, you have a secret account. A lot of people do that. They have secret accounts somewhere. I have seen couples that have a joint account.
Okay.
And I realized that one of them have a secret account somewhere.
Sure. Ooh.
Yes.
Why do you need a
secret account when you join account?
An existing joint account.
That is what I'm saying. So when there is no transparency in keeping a joint account, so when it comes to money, that money thing, the word money is heavy. It's heavy. You understand? So not. I would say no. For me, it's a no.
Okay.
I can't.
It's something you cannot do.
I cannot do.
How about you, Gania?
Well, I'll say for now, I can't say I can or I cannot.
Why do you have to say for now?
It's a sensitive. Yeah, I'm not doing it yet.
You are not thinking of doing
I'm not even thinking of it.
No,
but probably it might happen. Something might come up. You can, just like Chief said now, that it's not necessary about money only. So it could be on something else. So I can't say. Because what I just see now is about mind, just like you said. It's about individual, then it's a sensitive situation.
It's a sensitive matter.
So
it's
very, very sensitive matter. So I cannot, in fact, I can't.
Because I have seen the situation whereby the man was pumping him money and the woman was busy spending.
Yeah,
you see?
Busy, she's doing something. Maybe she has a project.
What is the thing she's doing that she cannot share with her husband?
All right.
Remember, it's a joint account, we said.
Operating a joint account.
Yes.
What's your take? When we return, we will take it up from where we start. The Lola Show will continue shortly. Stay, please.
Exclusive interview with El Rufai on education.
Without good education, it is difficult in today's world for a person to even be happy.
El Rufai on corruption.
Then there are many opportunities to be.
They will take a tape, go to an Alaba boy, get maybe 5 million naira or 10 million naira and they're happy. While they could make 100 million naira or 200 million naira if it is properly distributed and properly managed.
I think what we must know is that our image abroad is a product of our domestic situation to a large extent.
How to give customers what they want, and in many senses how to relate at that particular level.
Yeah.
So that was a very interesting experience.
Cancer is a disease that takes you and can make you or break you, can take your soul. Cancer is a disease that can give you all sorts of emotions. People dying of cancer in Nigeria, we're talking well over 400,000 plus. Join us every Sunday on this station. See you there.
All right, welcome back. This is TLS, the Lola Show. If you're just joining us, we're discussing about joint accounts with your spouse. So is it good for you or bad? So we are discussing about it now, and we hope to receive more calls from you too. So for you
Actually,
to share
Fumi said something, and then, you know, we need to now move from kindergarten to adulthood. My dear Fumi, you are very right. We have to be very practical. That, yes, one person is doing all the work, the other person is spending. However, there is a caveat and a control to that. If it's a joint account, there must be two signatories. That is one. However, I come back to you. In Nigeria, unfortunately, what works elsewhere has not been seen to work here.
Yes.
Now, let's. So it's a joint account between you and I. If I really intend, because marriage is supposed to be a consensus item.
Yeah, a union.
I can. Unfortunately, we must face it. Because I want to scam you as my wife. It's happened. I could go and forge your signature.
Yeah.
And you then get to learn about that at a particular point in time, and you cannot really believe.
Now, Fatunke, what will make any person decide that I want to do joint accounts with my spouse? What kind of love is that?
Okay. Have you heard about Eshwebi? We go to church and we wear the same dress so that people will now know, it goes beyond, I have a ring and I'm carrying you and I have your baby. It goes beyond all of that. I tell you that you either make a decision you want to marry, and you go what's and all. Oh, my dear sister, you lose along the line. I lose along the line. Just take it along your strides. So what you need to do is, we have a joint account. How much do we have in there? Just like we do in companies. I will trust a woman's.
Please, thanks for calling. We have someone here. Good evening.
Oh shit.
Good evening. We can hear Mr. Kefatunke's voice down there. Please, if you'll be calling us, if you think you're interested in this discussion, please engage us by reducing your TV set. Once you're able to do that, then we can hear you properly. Because you cannot be talking, or we cannot be talking here while we hear ourselves from the background. Okay? All right. Let me quickly read out the number. If you feel up to it, the number to call is 0706 143 5311 is the number to call. 0706 143 5311 is the number to call to be a part of this discussion. Good evening. Oh no, we lost that again. Keep your calls coming in. Keep your calls coming in. Yes, Akifatunke, you were talking.
Yes, I was talking, and I was saying that in everything in life, all this talk about love is blind.
Is love really blind?
It should not be blind. You are walking into a marriage. You have a marriage certificate.
So you are going into that marriage with your hand open.
In case.
Good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Audible.
No, you're not audible. Good evening. Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you for joining us on the Lola Show. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Oh, okay. My name is
Patient. Patient from Lagos.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Patient. What's your contribution? I'm happy we have a woman.
Yes, my contribution is I don't support joint
account.
Most women won't support anyway.
Because many of these things are so polygamous in nature, you marry them now, you don't know your fate of what can might change tomorrow. You can just decide you want to pick another wife, you want to like to go to polygamy and all that.
So, patient is not something you would subscribe to.
You see men marrying wives, tell when the woman is not doing anything.
Patient, is it about marrying another woman that is your concern now, Patient?
Yes, it's part of it, one. And another one is they'll be investing secretly somewhere where the woman will not be and it's inside.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Secretly go to somewhere and be using and it's not tell their wife.
All right.
What is the state of that woman? If tomorrow the man stand up and say he's no longer interested, how do you want the woman to start from?
Okay.
Or after they have invested together, they have had joint account, they have invested together, and maybe the woman is this kind of loyal.
So Patience, it means you are not a subject to that thing, that you will not subscribe to such thing. Thank you very much, Patience. Let's give another person a chance to call in. Thank you. God bless you, Jerry. God bless you. Yes, please keep your calls coming in. Patience says no.
No, yeah.
That she
can't.
She cannot do it.
But I would love to ask one question. So what if you realize that even after doing this, you now later realize your husband is having that secret account you said? And in a case whereby there is no transparency, how do you think the woman should go in for it?
Let's get one more call. Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Mr. what, sir? Peter
please
from
be audible,
where?
please. Be audible.
Peter from Ijaniki, please speak up. We cannot hear you loudly.
What I understand from thanking the program is that I believe that if there is love, there must not be any secret or something. What I believe is trust. Because there is trust and love.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Peter. Peter says if there is love, if there is trust, that you can do anything in your marriage. Hello, good evening. Hello? Okay, we lost that call.
If there are many ifs, there will always be many ifs. I am not even sure. I'm not even sure you, and our listeners will wake up tomorrow. There are so many ifs. Okay. And your question is very right.
Please pause, sir. Hello? We lost that call. Please keep your calls coming.
I must say this. I think we need to balance. Patience is very correct. You now become, a polygamist. We also have women who are polyandry. Yeah. And you must understand.
We have women who are polyandry in Nigeria.
And they believe in that. So, again, if along the line.
Good evening.
Oh, no.
Yes, good evening. We have another woman. What's your name? Where are you calling from, ma'am? Bemisola from where, please? Ibafo. Okay, quickly, Bemisola, what's your contribution? Hello, Bemisola, are you there? Okay, I think we lost Bemisola. Do we take one more call before we go on a short break? Hello?
Hello.
Good evening, please. What's your name, sir?
Good afternoon.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, what's your contribution? What's your name? Where are you calling from? All right, we need to go on a short break. The program is The Lola Show, in case you're just joining us, and we're looking at operating a joint account with your spouse. Is it something you really want to do? Joining us on the program this evening is Mr. Akinfatu, okay? Please stay as we go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Exclusive interview with El-Rufai on education.
Without good education, it is difficult in today's world for a person to even be happy.
El-Rufai on corruption.
Then there are many opportunities to be.
They will take a tape, go to an Alaba boy, get maybe 5 million naira or 10 million naira and they're happy. While they could make 100 million naira or 200 million naira if it is properly distributed and properly managed.
I think what we must know is that our image abroad is a product of our domestic situation to a large extent.
How to give customers what they want, and in many senses how to relate at that experience. So that was a very interesting experience.
Cancer is a disease that takes you and can make you or break you, can take your soul. Cancer is a disease that can give you all sorts of emotions. People dying of cancer in Nigeria, we're talking well over 400,000 plus.
Join us every Sunday on this station. See you there.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's still TLS, the Lola Show, and we were still discussing joint accounts with your spouse. Is it good or bad? So,
well, is it good or bad? Before
yes.
we went on the short break.
Before we went on the short break, yes,
say something.
And I was making the point,
and
I was making the point, I am a man, and men out there can hear what I'm saying. Yes, we have lost the trust of our women. There's absolutely no doubt about that. In 75 to 80% of cases that has been. That's not to say that women too are lions and lionesses.
Yes.
Now, I made the point, Fumi. We are going to get married. If anything goes wrong, somebody talked about the fact that you paid love.
Patient.
No,
we must document. Listen, we must document everything. Under no circumstance are we going to do this. And if you go against the tenants, you don't love me, you don't trust me. No, I don't trust. It has nothing to do with trust. So if you choose to want to do a joint account, everything must be
undocumented.
Very, very documented.
Yes.
I dare say, please, Nigeria is going through a situation where even between our leaders and us,
there is no trust.
There is no trust.
So we must get the documentation.
I'll need to ask that question. Do you think those documents count at times?
Oh, legally?
Because
no, legally, when I say documents, the legal, it has to be stamped.
Legally.
You got.
Okay. But we have people that write wills that are legal. And at the end of the day, it doesn't work.
Let's hear from him.
And at the end of the day, God forbid, you can add that to the husband or the wife. She's coming from Ibadan. And something happened. The man that you are saying will be a polygamist will be a polygamist anyway. But with that documented thing, the children are sure to ensure that, you know, the tenets of that agreement, you call it an agreement. Marriage is an agreement. We are going to have one child, we are going to have 2 children. It's an agreement. It's all agreement.
Let's take one more call. Let's hear from our viewer. Okay, we lost that. Please keep your calls coming in. We have so many calls now.
You still have questions to answer.
What is your take? For me, what will make any woman? You see, when we sometimes, like you said, in Nigeria, everything has gone wrong. What will make any woman say you want to do joint accounts? Please, let's get one more call. Good evening. Hello? Good evening, please. We cannot hear you. Please speak up. Yeah, what's your name, ma'am? Where are you calling from? Tolaye. Promise. Promise from Ayobo. Okay, ma'am. We can hear you. Quickly, ma'am. Joint accounts.
Say separately.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She says that everybody should have different
yes. Go on your own. But for every promise and many other promises, it is true.
Yeah, good evening.
But there can always be somebody that is going to be different. Yeah. And we will not say because you can have somebody that has the character to be able to go different, we are going to throw the baby away with the bad water. But promise, if it is in Nigeria, for me, I am a man.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest. Okay? At this stage, I have daughter. I have to be able to advise them. You get into this and you don't have the fine print. Even when you have the fine print,
that's where I'm going.
Even when you have the fine print, I've seen just because of money, somebody has gone to hammer his wife.
Yes,
so
it's happening.
Trying to kill. Yes.
What we can then therefore do is this: we have a separate constitution. As much as people who say we want to wear ashwabi, me and my wife.
We can wear ashwabi is allowed.
Well, me I don't wear ashwabi, and no. I could get my woman the best of clothes. I'll wear my own.
So advice, please, sir. Advice to that question I asked in the earlier.
And I found out that has gone awry. I will blame myself, Ms. Madam Otun. I will blame you. Because after I have given my initial advice, I love you, Tori Tong, Tori, Imu, Oju, Bogwe, and all that kind of stuff. It goes on, and then something will go awry. There, we must put everything in writing.
Yeah.
If you don't then say, no, you don't want, then that sets you on alert.
Yes.
Now, so
we have to begin to coast home now. What's your closing remark?
Well, I will not advise. It's a choice anyway.
Yeah.
I won't go against it or for it. I'm not for it, and I'm not against it for people that wants to join a joint account. If it's good for them, let them go ahead and do it. But let everything be documented legally. I am not saying legally is 100%, but shine your eyes.
Okay, Ghania.
I go with Fumi on this, that let everything be documented, and because all this document we're saying too, to me, in this everything can be maneuvered. Anything can just happen. So go with your mindset.
Okay.
For me, I would say yes, I agree with you, my dear ladies and our callers, just as much as I know that we are equally yoked. It is bad habit for me to have a phone and my wife comes to peep at my phone. I say it's a joint marriage, keep your distance, I keep my distance. And we now begin to do what I call trust. Okay. However, you could have a joint account whereby you have a child and then you take a decision that, for me, my decision as a man and as a mark of trust, I will give it to my wife, to be the joint signatory to that account. All right. Pure and simple. Women are much more. Yeah. Let me tell you, Nigerian men, we are losing it. We are losing it. Women are much more. Women are much more. If you give a woman, a sperm, she will give you a baby. She will give you Taye and Kehinde.
We need to visit. We have to go. To everybody watching us right now, we say thank you to our callers, everyone watching the Lola show this evening. We appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. We can no longer take your call. We have to go now. On behalf of Lola Sanusi, my name is Taye Akinpelu. Think wisely. I am not a party to joint account. God bless you. Bye for now.